Yo, what it is, everybody? It's your boy Swaggy's here. I'm coming at y'all with another video. Yeah, I know it's been quite some time since I have done any kind of video or anything like that, but just to put this video out there to let you guys know, I'm still around, I'm still here. Just been busy, with life and personal things or whatever, and plus also working on my game, which I already know what that is, Darkstalkers Street Fighter. But yeah, I've just been busy with other stuff. But I'm here though. I'm still around, and stuff like that. But this video is basically like a less talk about my Darkstalkers Street Fighter project, cause I've been thinking about this idea for a while, and I was thinking, it'll be best if I talk about my game and what it's about and how it plays and everything about it and stuff like that I want to accomplish with it and things I want to fix up, which I've been thinking about this for some time, which I think is it was a really good idea. That if you happen to come up with any kind of M.U.G.E.N project that you're gonna work on, I think it's best if you talk about it to give people, to inform people on what your game is about and get them an idea on what it's gonna be about and stuff. Besides just the reason why I came up with this idea, because just doing streaming and doing playthroughs of it is really not enough to me. I'd rather just talk about the game to give people a heads up on where I'm going with the game and what I'm doing with it and stuff like that, because playing it, doing playthroughs and streaming it, to me, I feel like it's just not enough. So I wish I would have thought about this a long time ago, but hey, it's best to, good thing I thought of it now, so this is what I'm going to start doing. Let's say for example, once I complete the project, if I happen to come up with another idea of a project, I would just do a video talking about it and what the game's going to be about and how it's going to play and etc, etc. So okay, so basically, I do want to talk about the game, and that for other people out there that happen to be new to my channel and stuff like that, because I know most most of the time you guys see me playing my Darkstalkers Street Fighter a lot, because like I said, it is a game that I am working on, so that's why I play it a lot, that's why I stream it a lot, because I really do enjoy playing it. I really do enjoy it. It's like my Street Fighter 5. We all know when a new game comes out, everybody's playing it all the time, and that's the only game that they play and stuff like that. If you have a lot of passion into something, into a game, you're gonna play it a lot. So that's how I do with my game. So, but yeah, for those people, with most people that already know, the game is gonna be is being used. The characters are being used by pot style, which pot style characters basically is almost like a mixture of CVS2 type characters, where we all know Kakarot SK2 style characters, where the characters can dodge, they can parry, they can roll back and forth, and they can pretty much run and small jump and charge meter and stuff like that, which that's the whole idea of pot style. That's just what they call, for those people out there that may be new to M.U.G.E.N or don't know what it's about very much, because that's the new style that everybody's using now. It's pot style, which is the best style to use for characters, which it is really the best. It's cool to see characters that we thought we would never see in that kind of style play Kakarot SK2 type characters, but the only thing that they just don't have is just a just defend. That's the only thing they just don't have. Oh, and I forgot the custom combos. I forgot about that. They can have custom combos too. But so that's the style of what my Street Fighter and Darkstalkers characters are using, is pot style. But the difference is though, is that in my game, since most of you guys already know, if y'all have been following me, I'm adding a fighter's edge system to them, where it's like a V trigger based off Street Fighter 5, with the help of M.U.G.E.N legend. Shout outs to him, because he's been so helping me build that onto the characters, because he's really good at coding and stuff like that. I'm not really good at coding, so to be honest, I'm not really good at coding. I mean, I sit there and I watch him, watch what he does and everything, stuff like that, and it's really unbelievable, that you can really do this stuff. So but like I said, I need all the help I can get with this game. I can't do it all by myself and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm adding you know, the fighter's edge system, you know, to the characters, because also the idea of the fighter's edge is where like I said, it's like a V trigger where you can activate it at any time of the match, whether you have like a level 1, level 2, or level 3 super, you know, or you can basically like I said, activate any time of the match, or at the like any ground attack, any unique attack that the characters may have, you can activate the fighter's edge system. You know, like just like Street Fighter 5 does, you know, with their V trigger, like when you hit a character, they activate the they V trigger, and then they can combo into, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, you could do that in Darkstalkers Street Fighter, as much as y'all see me do it, me and my crew do it when we playing Darkstalkers Street Fighter. So, but so far, you know, I didn't give no other character a fighter's edge yet, which the next character that will be using the fighter's edge would be Karen. You know, I just haven't started on her yet because, you know, like I said, I've been busy with stuff, and Mob Like Legends been busy with stuff too. So, you know, we all been busy, but eventually, you know, more characters will get done with the fighter's edge, or whatever the case may be, and stuff like that. You know, and more will come really soon. And, you know, I'm only working on the fighter's edge with the Street Fighter characters first, and then later on I will be doing the Darkstalker characters. So, you know, I'm trying to do everything at a time, you know. So basically that's what the game is gonna, you know, my game's gonna be using, stuff like that. And what else, so, and also too, I gotta basically like where I want to go with the game. You know, I really want this game to, you know, the Darkstalkers Street Fighter the Darkstalkers Street Fighter game to be, you know, good as possible. You know, like I want this game to be really lit. You know, I really want it to be good. I really want everybody to, you know, enjoy it once I release it. The only reason why I haven't really like released, you know, a lot of betas, well, not a lot of betas. I mean, the reason why I haven't released any kind of betas yet is because the game is still incomplete and it's still working in progress. So basically, I want everything just to be perfect and right for people to enjoy. I really don't want anybody to play a half-ass game, you know. I really don't want that, you know. That's why I haven't released anything. I know people's been asking me, hey, Swag King Zone, when you gonna release this? Is there a link for it and stuff like that? And I'm like, nah, there's not a link for it yet because it's still working in progress, because a lot of characters in my game now don't not fight the same style. They really don't. And it's like, I don't want to release a game where it's like characters don't play the same, because to me that's very unbalanced and it's not really fun, where certain characters, certain different versions of characters fight differently than others, because it's just, to me, I don't like that, you know. I don't like that, you know. I want to be different, you know. I want everybody to enjoy the game where every character's on the same level, where they can all parry, they can all, you know, do the same features, like I said, for like hostile characters. That's what I really want. That's why I haven't released anything yet. It's gonna take a while though, because, you know, especially like some of the Darkstalker characters that hasn't really been hostile yet. Like, for example, like the characters in my game that's not hostile yet is Anacarius, Sasquatch, Huisul, who else? I think, you know, yeah, you know, those are the characters for now that's not really like that's not hostile yet. But but there's still, but you know, there are some characters that, you know, that do fight similar to pot style, but I still rather have them still all fight the same exact style, because it would balance out the game so much to the point where it won't feel like an ordinary M.U.G.E.N, you know, like it won't feel ordinary. It'll feel actually fun to play, because my goal is that I'm trying to make the game play more competitively, you know, like just how like we all play like the console games competitively. When we're playing a console fighting game competitively, that's the goal I'm trying to aim at, you know, because I feel, you know, my whole idea, the reason why I'm going that route, because I think it would be, you know, something different for the M.U.G.E.N community. You know, I think it would be something different if somebody actually took the time, even if it took you years on making a game. That's your whole idea of wanting something to be perfect and to be good and stuff like that, you know, right? So that's why, you know, another reason why I'm making this video, because like I said, I had, you know, this idea for some time to like talk about my project and the things I want to accomplish with it, the things I want to do with it, a lot of things that I want to fix up with it and stuff. So that's why, you know, I'm like I think I'm gonna do this from now on. Just happen to just bring out a video anytime I'm happen to be working on something big, you know. And so yeah, and what else? So yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I haven't released anything, because, you know, especially like I gotta make sure a lot of things is complete with the game. I'm talking a lot. I'm being serious. I mean a lot of stuff, like glitches. Any little small thing just has to be on point. Like it can't be, you know, out of place or whatever. Like I said, bugs, you know, all types of glitches or whatever, you know. I just want the game to be good. I really can't like afford to have any kind of bugs or glitches or whatever, or anything that looks out of place. I mean anything that looks out of place, it just has to be, you know, fixed. You know, it just has to be, you know, if I want a good game. If I really want a good game, it has to be, everything just has to be just right, you know. So yeah. And what else I want to say too, another reason why, you know, like I told you, like I want to why I'm doing this, because I had, you know, before, a long time ago, it's also, I'm doing this out of, you know, inspiration, because I was, you know, by a little inspiration. Okay, I'm gonna shout him out, even though I haven't heard from him, you know, in a long time now. I know most of you guys know who Beximus is. Beximus, that's working on Capcom Universe. He was one of the few people that inspired me, because, you know, I talked with the guy, you know, he's really cool and stuff like that, and I'm like a bug tester of his Capcom Universe, and I'm glad that he actually made me a bug tester of his Capcom Universe, and I'm gonna continue on being a bug tester of his Capcom Universe, because I like the route that he's going with his game. See, if most of y'all seen it, if most of y'all haven't seen his project yet, I suggest y'all could look it up. Y'all can put it in YouTube, Capcom Universe, and it'll pop right up. And plus, I have, you know, I have some videos of it on my channel as well, and I really enjoy the game. But what I was gonna say was, his whole idea was that he's bringing all Capcom characters together. Well, some Capcom characters he's bringing together, you know, in one game, and basically the game's gonna fight like Marvel vs. Capcom 1. And it's using a Baroque system from Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, which I think is totally awesome, and it works really well into the game. It works really well and stuff. And but the idea where he's going is that, like I said, he's bringing all Capcom characters together. There's no types of guest characters, no guest characters whatsoever, which I can kind of understand him on that, because, you know, you want to complete, you know, Capcom game with just nothing but Capcom characters, which, you know, it makes a lot of sense, you know, because he wants to try to keep it original. And I'm like, okay, I see where he's going with that. He wants to keep it original with just nothing but Capcom characters, because it would look completely out of place if it was just only, you know, if it was any kind of guest characters in it, it would look kind of out of place. So I like the idea, you know, where he's going. And well, another thing what I wanted to say was that, yeah, his whole idea of his project was that, because, and I kind of thought this was hilarious, but and I was like, yo, I kind of like had to agree with him 100% on this, because ever since what was it? Oh, the failure of this game that we all know, Capcom Fighting Evolution, when it came out back in, I think in like what, 2006, whatever year that game came out. You know, ever since that game came out, we all know, you know, that, you know, the old classic PS2 game, Capcom Fighting Evolution, didn't really do so well back in the day or whatever. I still own the copy for PS2, but, you know, or whatever. But he told me ever since, you know, that game came out, it didn't do so well. He didn't really like it, which nobody really didn't like that game at all and stuff, or whatever the case may be. And it kind of like gave him the idea on wanting to do his own Capcom game, or, you know, which is Capcom Universe, because of, you know, the failure of that game. And I was like, oh, so that's why it's your idea of doing this game. So I see why, you know, you're putting this together, which you actually, you know, doing a great job at it. You know, it fights like Marvel 1, it feels original, he got a lot of things down pack or whatever. You know, the character, it just feels like a great game. It feels really good. It is very playable to the point where it's tournament quality. It's like tournament quality. And that's where I want to go with my game. That's exactly what I'm trying to do with my game. I'm trying to make it where this game would be tournament quality. You know, I like that, and I'm like, yo, this would be something great for the M.U.G.E.N community. This is what we need. We need more people that's gonna take a lot of time out, a lot of time, and putting this game together. You know, we need more people like this, and that's exactly what I got inspired by Beximus to do. So that's why I was like, you know, by doing this, I'm like, hey, you know what? Let me do a project or whatever. Since, you know, I am down with the music community. I've been down with the music community since 2000, 2001 and stuff like that. When, you know, I had one of those very old M.U.G.E.Ns where it just had a lot of characters. I was just putting everything in there. You know, at the time I was just messing around with M.U.G.E.N. I didn't know too much about it, but I thought it was cool. So I said, you know, let me mess around with this, and I kept up with it ever since, you know. So back to my original idea. So my original topic. So that's the reason why I'm putting Darkstalkers vs Street Fighter together, you know, because the inspired of Beximus on where he was going with his Capcom universe, you know. Shouts out to him wherever he is. I hope to speak to him soon. I hope he comes out with more updates, because I know the last time I spoke to him, he said the next few characters he was going to bring, I know one of them was Jeddah, and I believe Alex and some other characters I just don't remember for right now. But you know, the last few characters, new characters I think he put in was like Hishienko, and I think someone else. I forgot who it was. You know, I still have the old build, but I haven't played it in a while, and stuff. But like I said, yeah. So that's why I had to, you know, put Beximus in the mix of it, because he was the reason why I want to go where I want to go with my game, because of him. You know, he was the inspiration for that. I'm like, yo, you know what? I see what he's doing, and I'm gonna follow right behind that. So it's like, why not do that? So why not put a game together where, you know, it's just nothing but just those characters, you know? Like, okay, like my project is, I know I was told one time that a couple of friends of mine was like saying I could use more characters in my Darkstalkers vs Street Fighter, but I said, nah, you know, I kind of want to keep it original with just Street Fighter and Darkstalker characters. Like, I don't want any kind of guest characters in my game. I really do not want any guest characters in my game. But I will say this: if I did have the mindset to put any kind of guest characters from it in my Darkstalkers vs Street Fighter, if I had the mindset, which I don't have that kind of mindset, but if I did, the guest characters I would put in the game would be maybe, okay, it either would be a Devil May Cry character or a Resident Evil character in my Darkstalkers vs Street Fighter. Because, well, I say from Devil May Cry would be Dante, because, you know, of course, because of Jeddah, because, you know, you got the whole Dante versus Jeddah thing, like how we had in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity, where we had that match with Jeddah versus Dante. And then also too, I think in Jeddah's ending in Capcom Fighting Evolution, that's, you know, he fought Dante in his ending too. You know, Jeddah fought Dante in the ending. So that would be one of the reasons why I would put Dante in the game if I had a mindset like that. Now, people may say, okay, why a Resident Evil character? Well, either the Resident Evil character would be either, well, we've seen enough of Chris Redfield, we've seen enough of Jill Valentine, but I would go with Leon. If I happen to did something like that, I would put Leon, because why? We got Lord Raptor, and Lord Raptor's a zombie, so, and Leon fights zombies, so it would kind of make sense, you know, to put Leon as Kennedy in a Darkstalkers vs Street Fighter game, because of Lord Raptor, because he happened to be a zombie. So you got Dante versus Jeddah, you got Leon versus Lord Raptor. So that would be the reason why, if I had a mindset like that, to put guest characters. But I'm not gonna do that, because I want my roster to be original, which is Street Fighter and Darkstalker characters only. That's it. So I'm not gonna be putting no guest characters in it. It's not gonna happen, because, you know, like I said, I don't want my game to be an ordinary M.U.G.E.N. I'm just keeping it real and 100 with you guys. I'm just letting you guys know how it is. I want my game to be original. That's how I want it. Like back in the day, I'll give y'all another example. Like back in the day, back in the 90s, when X-Men Children of the Atoms came out, the character roster was pretty dull. You didn't have a lot of, you know, selection of characters in that game. You had a couple of X-Men characters on the good side. You had a couple of bad X-Men characters on the bad side, right? If I could name some, we had Cyclops, Wolverine, Psylocke, Storm, Colossus, Iceman. If I'm not missing another character, and on the bad side we had Omega Red, Silver Samurai, Sentinel, Spiral, and, you know, y'all guys know. And the Marvel superheroes was the same thing. The character selection scheme was dulled. X-Men vs Street Fighter was the same. The character selection scheme was dulled. Marvel Superheroes vs Street Fighter and Marvel vs Capcom. Marvel 2, I wasn't gonna count that because you had 56 characters in Marvel's Capcom 2, but the other games before that, the character selection screen was dull as hell, which it didn't have that many selection of characters. So that's what I'm doing with my Darkstalkers Street Fighter, keeping it dull, just like that. Like that's the only characters you're gonna see in the game, and that's that. That was the end of the cast. So it's like that's what I'm following up on. I'm taking it back to the 90s route where you had dull character roster screens, you know, character rosters. It was dull. You know, same thing with the Alpha series, the Street Fighter Alpha series, same thing with the Street Fighter 2 series, the Street Fighter 3 series, and you know, Capcom vs. SNK 1 and 2, and SNK vs. Capcom Chaos, Darkstalkers, the Darkstalkers series, all the character rosters was dull. And I know people got bored and like, damn, this game could use more characters, but that's all you get, and that is it. And that's exactly where I am going. And where that you're going to see is the characters that's in my roster, and that's that. You know, I'm not putting any guest characters because I don't want to keep it too, you know, M.U.G.E.N like and stuff. I don't want to keep it like that. You know, I like to be different. I like to really be different. That's the whole point of why I'm called Swagger Kings, because I like to make my, you know, stuff look good. I like to make my stuff look great. You know, I like to be different. You know, so that's my whole point of the project or whatever and stuff like that, you know. But like I said, you know, once I you know, get every character, you know, fully done in pop style, because I got so much work to do with the game. That's another reason why you haven't been seeing me lately, because I've been working on this so hard. I be going so back and forward, like, let me see if there's anything I need to fix up. Let me, you know, small things. I'm telling you everything. I'm talking everything. I'm, like I said, bugs, glitches, hitboxes, the sounds, anything, like things that's like out of place on a stage and stuff, you know, everything just need to be fixed, because you know, if you want a perfect game, just everything just need to be fixed. That's just the way it is, you know. But you know, I know most people sometimes don't feel like bothering with that, because you know, sometimes people get a little lazy, you know, we all do. But hey, I'm busting my ass trying this. I'm really busting my ass, you know. So yeah, guys. So yeah, I really, you know, like this time when I'm on YouTube, I be looking at a lot of like Ultra Street Fighter 4 fights and stuff, and seeing if my characters could do certain combos, like how they could do in Ultra Street Fighter 4. You know, I'll be looking at a lot of, like, especially M.U.G.E.N. Like, shout out to my homie M.U.G.E.N. You know, I've been watching a lot of his Fight Cave videos of Street Fighter Alpha or Marvel vs. Street Fighter or Marvel's Capcom vs. Street Fighter, just to get ideas and pointers for what I need to put in my game or what I want to add with my game or whatever, you know, to make it good, you know, and stuff like that. Or certain things I'm like missing out that may need to be fixed, like certain like frames, animations, and that need to be fixed with the characters and everything, because like I said, I just don't want everything to look out of place. I want everything just to be just on point, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I've been doing a lot of research, a lot of things, everything. I've just been doing that like crazy, you know. So that's how much of a passion I have for my own project, you know, because like I said, I'm just, another thing what I would say too, like like, I know there was times like some people was asking me when Gooey Santos, you know, shouts out to him, you know, because he's a cool guy, Gooey Santos. Like when he came out with his version, a lot of people was asking me, hey, Swag Kings, did you see Gooey Santos' version? I was like, yeah, I seen it and stuff like that. But people, I guess people was asking me maybe by thinking that was I gonna download it and play it, but I felt like there's really no point for me to do that, because I got my own version in which I'm working on my own, you know. I have my own Darkstalkers vs. Street Fighter, so it wouldn't be no point in me to actually download his, because, you know, if I'm working on my own, then, you know, what's the point of downloading one where it's almost just like the same a little, but mine's just a little different, because, you know, mine's have the fighter's edge, his really don't, his is completely, you know, pot style, you know, it's pot style characters, and he got certain characters that I don't have. You know, I just got certain characters that I feel that would be a good rivalry to the Darkstalker characters, you know, so I felt there was really no point or whatever, you know. I mean, you know, I understand people, you know, want to put certain things together and, you know, do it the best way they know how, which is cool, you know, everybody does that. We all want to do things differently than other people, so it's cool, you know. So, because I know people's been asking me about that, and oh yeah, also I can't forget too, we also have Wizzy with the Wonderful. Shouts out to the homie, to Wizzy Whipping Wonderful, you know, shouts out to you, brother, man. So, but he's also working on his own Darkstalkers Street Fighter project too, but his may seem a little more interesting because his is gonna fight like Marvel vs. Capcom. He was going for that route, and I was like, wow, I can't wait to see how that's gonna turn out. See, mine is gonna be pot style, and you know, pot style, and his is gonna be Marvelized. But and another difference with Wizzy's Darkstalkers Street Fighter project, he's gonna have I don't know if many of you guys saw, which he's kind of like a genius. Wizzy is a genius for coming up with this idea. Where he had my mind blown when he came up with this shit. In his version, he's gonna have Perfect Bison, and he's gonna have Unknown Bison. Y'all guys may say, what is Perfect Bison? What is Unknown Pyron? I think I said Unknown Bison. I meant Unknown Pyron if I happen to said that. But y'all may say, what is that? If y'all haven't seen it, y'all can look it up on his channel. Y'all put Wizzy Whipping Wonderful. He comes out. He makes CPS2 soundtracks for all characters, and you know, among other things, stages, characters verse fighting each other, rivalries. He does all songs for almost anything, which is pretty cool. He's a cool guy. You know, I like the guy. He's cool. He's like a brother to me and stuff like that. You know. But the whole idea of Perfect Bison is where like if Bison happens to defeat Pyron, then Bison, you know, would gather, I think absorb will grab Pyron after defeating Pyron, and he would absorb Pyron's powers, because we all know Bison wants to use extra power. I don't know too much of the story about that, but Bison, you know, be looking to use like, you know, different powers for some strange reason. So just like in Kakarot vs. SNK, where you know you see Bison and Iori's intro, and I said, how come Bison trying to rival up with Iori? Because somebody told me a long time ago that Bison wants to use the Orchi powers from Iori. And I said, oh, so that's why he's rivaling with Iori, because he wants to use the Orchi powers. Okay, it makes sense now. And that's the same thing for Darkstalkers vs. Street Fighter. So, and if y'all guys, like I said, if y'all guys want to know, y'all can go to Wizzy Whipping Wonderful's channel and look it up, because he did a video, you know, a little soundtrack on it, you know, where Bison takes Pyron, start absorbing his powers, and Bison becomes Perfect Bison and Pyron's powers, which it looks really cool, where he has the color, the flame around him and everything, and he's like, you know, it just looks really awesome. And Unknown Pyron's the same thing, like when Pyron defeats Bison, then Pyron absorbs Bison powers, so Pyron becomes Bison, has his powers, which is really awesome. But that's gonna be in Wizzy's version of Darkstalkers Street Fighter. It's not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna really have those characters in my game, because I felt like it wouldn't make any sense for me to have Unknown Pyron and Perfect Bison in my game if he's putting it in his game. So it wouldn't make any sense. So I'd rather just not have those characters in my game. So it's better if Wizzy puts them in his game or whatever, because, you know, it will make sense that way, because you don't want to download a Darkstalkers Street Fighter M.U.G.E.N that's pot style, and you got Perfect Bison and Unknown Pyron in there, and then they in Wizzy Whipping Wonderful's version. It wouldn't make any sense, so I'm not going to really do that. And plus, the Bison I'm using is the Kakarot vs. SNK style Bison. He's not the Alpha Bison. When Bison was back in the Alpha days, Bison was Diesel. No, I'm not using that version of Bison, so I'm using the Kakarot SNK version of Bison. So that's another thing why it will look a little off, you know. So yeah, so I had to bring that out there too, because, you know, just let you guys know what's going on, you know, and stuff like that. So that's the whole point of me doing this video. So, you know, so just let you guys know, so you know what's going on, that I just been working really hard on the game, and like I said, just been busy with like outside life and whatever, you know, and stuff like that. And I wanted to talk about my project a little, you know, about, you know, what's it gonna be and how it plays and everything, you know, stuff like that. I'm like, you know, want to go somewhere with my project. I wanted to do something. You know, the reason why I'm doing this too, I'm not doing this game for myself. I'm doing it for, you know, everybody. You know, for the M.U.G.E.N community and stuff like that. Because I figured it would be something different, you know. And, you know, also I gotta also say this too, you know, well, before I do, but you know, like I said, I'm just trying to do something different for the music community or whatever, because I know it's not many, you know, I don't know, you know, people, a lot of people's working on a lot of projects out there and stuff like that, but you know, we haven't seen anything new yet, you know, or whatever, you know, and we're getting a lot of updates, like a lot of the Mortal Kombat projects are getting updates and stuff like that. But I think, but me, like I said, I'm trying to go more of a competitive style, you know, to the point where it's like, you know, y'all see, you know, me or other people play like on some tournament level shit, you know, on some real tournament level shit though. So yeah, but what I'm trying to also, what I was gonna say too, if I happen to put the link in the description of the video, y'all can check out my blog on this M.U.G.E.N site, which I'm kind of signed up on there, because you know I am because I have a blog about my game, and I'm explaining what I'm explaining how I'm explaining to you guys on how the game's gonna play, and you know, like the characters, the style of characters is using this pot style, and they can parry dodge, you know, all that stuff. So you know, y'all can, you know, I'm gonna be also posting up like videos on the New Age M.U.G.E.N site there. Like anytime I come out with a playthrough or I do any kind of stream from my channel, I will be sharing it on that website, you know, for other people from on that site to, you know, be aware on my project and stuff, and or whatever the case may be. And plus I'm also getting some help from Phantom D. Shouts out to him, you know, he's a good, you know, graphic designer and everything. He's also helping me out with the game, like, you know, do some little animations with the screen pack or whatever, you know, stuff like that, you know, little updates. And also I gotta say shout out to M.U.G.E.N Jr. for, you know, giving me the new screen pack. I love it. And what I think I love what M.U.G.E.N Jr. did, which I requested, is the portrait boxes. I love the portrait boxes. You know, I just had to get them, which I gotta give shouts out to M.U.G.E.N Jr. for that, because, you know, I really wanted those portrait boxes. You know, like if most of you guys seen in my last few streams, I might say, oh, why the portrait boxes are so big and this and that, and because the reason why I wanted them, because I was also inspired, which I'm gonna say it, I was inspired by this old fan-made video that came out in 2006. And yes, it's from the DC versus Marvel versus Capcom fan-made video, which ever since I saw those portrait boxes, you know, and the guy that put the whole video together, he used the pictures from like the comic book series and the anime series, and some of it he used from like their characters' original portraits from the games, like from like the Alpha series or from like the Kakarot SNK series, and I thought it was really cool. And I was like, yo, I want to get those portrait boxes, so that's why I requested them for my game, because I wanted my game to have a different look. I wanted it to have a real different look, you know. That's what I wanted. Like I said, I didn't want the game to look like any kind of ordinary M.U.G.E.N, you know, like gotta have the small portrait boxes all the time. I'm tired of those already. I mean, I like I said, I'm all about style. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about style. I'm not trying to, you know, say I'm a very flashy person. I just like nice looking stuff. That's just how I am, you know. I really just like nice looking things, you know. That's just how I roll, you know. That's why, like I said before earlier in the conversation, that's why I am called Swagger Kings, because, you know, I got swag in what I do, you know. That's how I make it look good. If it wasn't for the things I was doing, I wouldn't gain a lot of subscribers, comments, and, you know, I wouldn't gain a lot of this stuff, you know. And I really thank a lot of people for showing me a lot of love and stuff like that. I really want to thank everybody for that, and I really appreciate it, and I will keep it coming and keep it going for you guys or whatever, you know. I love you guys. You guys are cool, you know. The YouTube community is awesome, you know. It is. I love it. I enjoy being on it and everything, you know. You guys are cool. Y'all awesome and stuff like that, and I appreciate people subscribing, showing the love and respect. I appreciate that. I really do. From the bottom of the heart, guys, I really do appreciate that. So, you know. So yeah, you know, but what I was gonna say, yeah. So like I said, I'll probably leave the link in the description below where y'all can check out the New Age M.U.G.E.N thing or whatever. And so, oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, back to the thing. Yeah, so that's you know, the DC. If y'all want to look that up, y'all want to know what I'm talking about, look up DC versus Marvel versus Capcom. Look that up. That video is still up there, which after so many years. Since 2006, that video's still up there, and I still be watching it still to this day because it's awesome. I wish somebody would put that game together, like literally put it together, give it a different play style. Like, just don't download the characters and just paste it all together and then call it that. No, add some add some true value to it, you know. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is why we need more games, you know, that's gonna play more legit. You know, if people would just take the time and work together and just work on the game, like work on it, give it a different fighting style or whatever, you know, give it something to make it look cool. I wish somebody would take that DC vs. Marvel vs. Capcom game and do something like that. You know, we got the characters, but we don't, you know, stuff like that. They just need, a lot of them just need fixing. You need major updating and stuff like that. Because if somebody put that game together, I will play the hell out of it and I will stream the hell out of it. You know, if it plays good and it plays legit and everything, I'm down. I'm playing it. You know, I'm gonna play the hell out of it. Just like how I play the hell out of my Darkstalkers Street Fighter, I'm playing the hell out of it. You know, if Wizzy come out with his version and, you know, we'll come out with his version, I'm playing the hell out of it. You know, if it plays awesome and plays really good, I'm playing the shit out of it. You know, I'm dead ass. I know, you know, like I said, it's like back in the day when a new game comes out, a new fighting game comes out, a big fighting game, like when Ultimate Marvel 3 came out, everybody was all over that. Or, well, actually, Vanilla Marvel 3, everybody was all over that game. Everybody was playing it every day online with friends, had friends come over. Just like back in the day when Marvel 2 came out, you know, like back in the Dreamcast days, everybody, your friends would come to your house, everybody would gather together, play Marvel 2 when all 56 characters was released. Yeah, like that. I'm talking like that. Like, you know, I'm talking like, yo, if I want to play some whatever game, and I'm just gonna call my friends, be like, yo, we're gonna play this game tonight. It's Friday or Saturday. Let's just have a stream and let's throw down. Let's talk to the viewers and everything. I'm talking like that, you know. You guys get the idea what I'm talking about. I know a lot of people has done that. Y'all cannot say I haven't done that before. You know, I have friends when there's a big game that comes out, everybody's playing it. You invite your friends over to throw down, have some matches and everything, like how we do back in the day, like Third Strike days, Marvel 2 days, talking days like that, you know. So yeah, but if y'all guys want to, you know, see where I got my my portrait boxes idea from, y'all can check out that DC vs. Marvel vs. Capcom video. That's where I got inspired from. So that's why I requested M.U.G.E.N. to add it to the new screen pack, because I love it. But I love how those portraits look, you know. And they don't bother me. They don't bother me at all. They big, but they don't bother me. And I told them to add the portraits from the anime series and stuff like that. Like, you don't see nobody do that, especially in the real games. You don't see nobody do it. You never seen Capcom pull something like that off before. But it would have been cool if Capcom did pull something like that off. You know, I would have been thrown out like, oh shoot, they actually did something that different. You know, but yeah. So, but shout out to M.U.G.E.N. I appreciate the screen pack, buddy. Thanks, man. You know, cool dude too, real cool guy, M.U.G.E.N. is cool, real cool. So, but yeah, you know, so I just wanted to update you guys on what's going on and, you know, and stuff. And like I said, you know, I'm doing good. I'm all right. You know, I'm still here, whatever. You know, just been busy with life and, you know, other things, you know, stuff like that. And been working on my project and stuff. But, you know, so like I said, you know, there will be more Fighter's Edge, you know, coming along. Like I said, the next character will be done will be Karen with her Fighter's Edge by me and Milk Jr. But mainly Milk Jr. because, like I said, he's helping me out with this project, which I appreciate him. You know, he's like I said, Milk Jr. is a cool dude too. He's like a brother to me also, just like Bahama King and Wizzy and, you know, stuff like that. They all like brothers to me. And, you know, the rest of you guys that's familiar with me that joined the stream, y'all like family too. So I can't forget about you guys. You know, y'all like family also. So, you know, that's why I'm glad to like have you guys as subscribers and everything. But like I said, there will be more Fighter's Edge. And I think at the Karen, the next character, because I know I was, you know, told before that people wanted to see Ryu. Yeah, maybe at the Karen would be Ryu. You know, he'll get. I already got an idea for what I want to give Ryu for his Fighter's Edge. I already got an idea for Ryu. So, but don't worry, there's gonna be more, you know, playthroughs. I'm still gonna do that BB Hood playthrough. So that's gonna be next. So y'all can stay tuned for that BB Hood playthrough, since, you know, I finally got her pop style, whatever. I had to fix up some things with BB Hood as well too, which I think she's pretty much okay and good to go to be released to the M.U.G.E.N community, you know, stuff like that. Thanks to Varro Hades. Shout out to Varro Hades, an excellent coder too with the pop style, you know. So, you know, that's why I kind of felt like if I go to Varro Hades first and ask him is okay, you know, to release the character, because you know people's been asking about it, because you don't know when another person that's also good at coding pot style characters is gonna release those characters, because you know some people don't like to work on certain characters. So, but I'm only working on these characters because of, you know, by project. That's why I'm having them done by Vol Hayes, because I'm working on this Darkstalkers Street Fighter project, you know. So, but that would, the BB Hood playthrough will be done real soon, so you guys, you know, stay tuned for that or whatever, and be on the lookout. Y'all can download her and put her in y'all M.U.G.E.Ns and, you know, whatever the case may be and stuff like that. So, but yeah, guys, so that's basically what I'm doing, you know, where I'm going. Like I said, I'm, you know, want to be different, want to do something different for the community and stuff. You know, I just feel like we just need more good projects. We just need more, you know. We need more projects that play more on a competitive level. I mean, I know, you know, before I like close out this video, I know, like, you know, everybody got their own different things on what they want to do with their M.U.G.E.N. I know a lot of people like to just throw in like mixed characters, or like to, you know, throw in characters in their game and they not really fixed up all property. A lot of characters don't play all that good. They kind of feel buggy and incomplete, and I'm not gonna lie, you know, stuff like that kind of makes it you know, unplayable. It kind of makes it a little unplayable and unenjoyable, because you know the way, you know, a lot of characters just not, they can be old versions, they not fixed up, they're not done properly and stuff like that. So that's why I'm trying to take it, you know, to a different level, trying to take M.U.G.E.N to a different level to make it more, that's what like I said before about Bexman, that's what he's doing with his Capcom universe, you know. That's what he's doing. That's why it's taking so long, you know, for him to release another beta, because you know, he's busy with Outside Life too. That's another reason why he hasn't came out with nothing in a while, because he's been busy with Outside Life. And I know people been wondering, how did I get it? Because how did I get a copy of Capcom Universe? Because I'm a bug tester for his game. That's why, and I'm not allowed to give it out, which I'm not gonna really do that, because I'm not gonna give out my project if shit is not halfway finished. You know, I don't want to do that. So yeah, guys, so, you know, I just figured, you know, this would be something good for the M.U.G.E.N community, that's all. You know, I just figured it would, you know. Like I said, there's a lot I want to do with my project or whatever. I'm just taking one step at a time or whatever and stuff like that, you know. A lot of, you know, one step at a time, you know. Right now I'm just working on other characters, you know, you know, other Darkstalkers characters that's not fully pot style, and that's what I'm focusing on right now. That's why every time when I stream and y'all see like Darkstalkers Street Fighter M.U.G.E.N pot style, you know, pastel whatever character and stuff like that. That's why y'all see me do that, you know. So yeah, but I'm gonna get ready to close this video out and stuff. So like I said, I just wanted to say hello to you guys and what's up, and let you guys know I'm still around, and talk a little bit about my project and where my ideas going and where I want to go with it and stuff like and stuff like that or whatever. But I think most likely, I think this is what people should start doing. You know, I know that most people don't have a mic or a camera to like talk about their projects and what they want to do with their projects and stuff. And I can't forget, also M.U.G.E.N is also working on Capcom Fighting All Stars EX too. I can't wait to see how that's gonna come out. I can't wait to see where he's going with that. It's like an up-to-date version of M.U.G.E.N Jr.'s Capcom Fighting All Stars. You know, it's like a EX version of that, you know, but just gonna be a little different on M.U.G.E.N's end, because he's doing something different, you know, which I can't wait to see when you know where he's going and where he's gonna come out with that. I know he's taking his time too, but that's the whole point. You want your game to be good, it has to take time. It has to take a lot of time, because you don't got no teams or whatever, so it's gonna take a lot of time, you know. So I can't wait to see what M.U.G.E.N has installed, you know, or whatever. So, but all right, guys, you know, I'm gonna close this video out now. You know, I appreciate your time and whatever, you know, and excuse me, and stuff like that. And you know, I want to say is, you know, thanks for all the views, the comments, and subscribes or whatever. You know, continue to subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna leave the link to the New Age Music site below, so you guys want to read my blog, because my Darkstalkers Street Fighter project is on there. Like I said, I'm gonna be posting up my replay streams and my playthroughs on that site too, for my game to get, you know, for the Darkstalkers Street Fighter project to be get a little more exposed and everything and stuff like that, you know, by people, to see where I'm going with the game or whatever. So I may do more of these. I'm gonna try to do more of these like less talks. I'm gonna try to do a little more of them because I normally don't do a lot of less talks though, but I'm gonna try to do more of them. You know, I try to say the best I can in this video and stuff like that. So but alright guys, I'm out of here. So so y'all have a good day. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend and stuff, and I'll speak to you guys or see you guys soon. So y'all have a good weekend. Peace.